Coming up, we are joined by a local real estate agent who will let us know if we've hit the bottom or if it's time to wait a little bit longer. We'll hear his advice on all of this.
Well, speaking of magic, real estate used to be an absolute slam dunk. That's where you put your money if you just wanted a nice, safe investment that you knew was going to appreciate. Well, obviously that is not the case anymore, although San Diego appears to be bucking the recent trend of falling prices around the country. Brian Huey is a real estate expert, a broker here in San Diego, and let's see if we can figure out why San Diego seems to be doing a little better than the rest of the country right now. We took a huge hit there for a while.
Yeah, we were one of the first regions to experience foreclosures 5 years ago. So we've worked out of a lot of the foreclosure inventory. So they comprise a smaller portion of the sales last year. So more traditional sales have boosted the prices of the medium home price because we have less foreclosures.
Now explain why the foreclosures drag the price of homes down. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, foreclosures are usually bank sales, and they usually do it at fire sale prices. So they tend to be the leaders of the lower price comps in a neighborhood. They just get them off their books, where traditional sellers can wait a little bit longer, get a higher price. So now that we had more of those last year, the prices of the medium home prices went up.
Now, do you see this as a real trend? Because I'm hearing from so many real estate experts all over the country, they're worried about a double dip. The real estate market kind of led the recession, and they're worried that if real estate prices dip around the rest of the country and continue to fall, we're in for a double dip recession. What do you think?
I think it's possible. I think San Diego is going to fare better since we went through it before the rest of the country. There is a shadow inventory out there that may be released in 2011. We don't know the numbers, but that could have a drag down on the prices. But
now these are homes that are either have already been foreclosed upon or in some type of distress right now that could end up as those cheap homes on the market later on, in essence?
Right. The banks were holding back at the last quarter with the robo-signing incident. So they're holding back looking at their foreclosure procedures. So maybe in 2011 they'll release some of those to increase the number of foreclosures in San Diego. Also, there may be strategic defaults where homeowners are so underwater by $100,000 they may just want to give up their house and add it to the inventory. You know, in America there's about 10.8 million homes underwater right now where the value of the loan is greater than the home value.
So San Diego hanging in there for the time being. We saw a slight increase in the median price of homes. Long-term picture here. I think people want to know, if I'm going to buy, if I happen to be one of those young people who's been saving some money for a down payment, is now the time to pull the trigger?
I think it's a good time to buy now if you plan to stay in your house from 5 to 10 years. If you're planning to move after 2 years, the closing costs, it's not going to go up to make it worth your while. But if you're planning to stay here 5 to 10 years, it's a great time to buy. You can buy below replacement cost. And right now, interest rates are, even though they're going up, they're still at historical 30-year lows.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the fact that we would talk about maybe 5.5% being, oh, it's gone way up, really high. Right. That's almost comical in historical perspective.
Right, and we were at 50-year lows, you know, early last year, and now we're at maybe 30, 40-year lows. So it's a great time. You can get positive cash flow buying rental property now with 25% down. I'm personally buying real estate right now, so I think it's a good time.
Yeah, if you're sitting on some cash now, maybe you got out just in time when things crashed and you didn't reinvest that money and you're looking to reinvest, you know, now could certainly be the time. Is there any particular neighborhood in San Diego that's hotter than another right now?
I would say condos under $200,000, $300,000 seem to be moving the most because more people can afford those. I think the higher end home is very difficult to qualify for a loan in the high end range, so those seem to be sitting on the market a little bit longer.
All right. Brian Huey, real estate expert, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
For the update. All right, for more information, you go to san diego6.com. Just click on Hot Topics.